Many students seem to have trouble pulling together various theorems that they've learned about circles in the ninth and 10th and bring them to be relevant in a given problem in the 11th standard. They are unable to draw them together and see how they are related. So suppose we are given any two of the following. The radius of the smaller circle r, the radius of the larger circle which is concentric with the first, let's say that's r dash, the length of the tangent from point on the larger circle to the smaller circle, let's say that length is t, the length of the chord PQ which is formed by the points of tangency, let's say that length is 2l, the angle between the two tangents, let that be 2 alpha, the angle subtended by the chord PQ at the center O, let that be 2 theta, and let the distance of the chord PQ from the center O be d. Now, given concentric circles, if we have any two of these, we can actually find the others. And the students seem to be having a problem getting the various theorems together. And so here we go. Let's see the diagram. So here we have the smaller circle in red, the larger circle in purple. We've got just put a sort of coordinate axis to show where the center is. That's O. Let's say the chord in consideration is PQ. OP and OQ are the two radii, and so the angle POQ is the angle 2 theta, that is the angle subtended by the chord PQ at the center. From point R we have drawn the two tangents RP and RQ. So you can see that the angle between the two tangents, angle PRQ, is 2 alpha. So now the length of the tangents PR and QR are T. The length of the chord PQ is PS plus SQ and therefore 2L. The radius of the inner circle is small r, the radius of the outer circle is r dash, and the distance of PQ from the center, that is the length OS, is d. So everything is defined here. There are 7 quantities, r, r dash, d, l, t, and the angles alpha and theta. So here are a few relations between them. You can very easily verify this. If you consider triangle OPR, you can easily see that that is a right angle triangle because the tangent and the radius are at right angles to each other, and therefore angles alpha and theta are actually complementary angles. So that's one relation between the two. Also, since this is a right angle triangle, we can apply Pythagoras' theorem and get r dash squared is equal to r squared plus t squared. Similarly, triangle OPS is also a right angle triangle, and so we can use Pythagoras' theorem there as well and get r squared is equal to d squared plus l squared. Using trigonometry in the various triangles, so from triangle OPR, we can easily, and triangle OPS, we can see that sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So for triangle OPR, that would be t divided by r dash. For triangle OPS, that would be l divided by r. So that is our sine theta. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So for triangle OPR, that would be r divided by r dash. And for triangle OPS, that would be d divided by r. So you can see that there as well. Also now from triangles OPR and PRS, we can get some relations for alpha. So from triangle OPR, again sine alpha is opposite by hypotenuse, so we can get r divided by r dash. From triangle PRS, opposite by hypotenuse will be l divided by t. Similarly, cos alpha would be adjacent by hypotenuse. So for triangle OPR, adjacent by hypotenuse would be t by r dash, and for triangle PRS, the adjacent side is the length SR, which is nothing other than OR minus OS, and so that's R dash minus D divided by the hypotenuse T. So there are a number of relations that we can use and given any two of these quantities r, r dash d, l, t, alpha and theta, we can find the other five.